Hello, everybody. I just feel like putting out a reading. Let's see what it has to say. What do we got? Adjustments are required. It's going to take some adjustments, but okay. It's balance spirituality and practicality. Time to get practical, time to adjust the way that you're perceiving something is what I'm seeing. I feel like there's something maybe you've been kind of going over, mulling over in your mind. But you do need to make a decision. But it's like you may, I think based off of some just, information that came in is going to help you. Yeah. See, I kept getting information, Virgo, Mercury. You are good enough. And what do we got here? A new romantic cycle begins. You know what? We got these two cards last night in the Leo full moon reading, and today is the Leo full moon, and I am a Virgo. That's funny, and Leo is my 12th house, so it's my psychic house. That's why I'm really feeling called to like doing these readings and just connecting to my spirituality right now. So for those of you Virgos who are tending to hone in to your psychic abilities. Maybe you're needing more rest. And this is not for everybody, but, for those of you Virgos, because it is showing up here. We got Pisces, we got Libra, and we have Aquarius. Bring love into the situation. Okay. I think that, there's been a situation that you have been thinking about. Okay. And like I said, I feel like there's some information that came to light. And I feel like maybe you have been looking at something through an angry set of eyes or a hurt set of eyes, and you keep like mulling over the past because Pisces full moon is the past. It's like, integrating, we have the past and the future, right? And um, we have Virgo and Pisces here, which is each other's axis. Okay, so Pisces is the top of the zodiac, and then we have Virgo at the very bottom. So it's that Pisces Virgo axis, which talks about, your spirituality against your practicality. Okay, so it's about, one thing. And so really adjusting and using both of them in tandem, but also bringing in that higher octave of love, especially for some of you. This is about, because Virgo and Pisces seventh house from each other is relationships, partnerships, one-on-ones, BFFs, roommates, people that we spend the most of our one-on-one time with. It's a Libra house, seventh house from Virgo is Pisces, and seventh house from Pisces is Virgo, and the seventh house is Libra. We have Libra here. So this talks about our relationships. Okay. And really, it's funny that it's talking about bringing love into a situation, because we got Pisces here, which is in love with the fact of being in love. And then you've got Aquarius, which is so detached from their emotions. Not that, Aquarius doesn't have feelings, but their feelings are much more dry. They're much more, you know, uh, like just, they can detach, they can go cold from them real quick. Okay. They can detach. Yeah. What do you need to release? They can detach. They're like, this is too much work. And, Aquarius is very rebellious. So I almost feel like there is someone here that, is, if this is a relationship, like it says, because it talks about on both bookends, we've got bring love into the situation and a new romantic cycle begins. So, we are in Aquarius season now. We have that new moon in Aquarius that's coming up, which is the opposite of this full moon in Leo that we're in today, right now, as I'm doing this reading. So it's like, we have that new moon coming up in what, like 2.5 weeks or something like that. And, for those of you who are wanting to manifest in a relationship, even though Aquarius is about manifestation. It's about faith, hope, optimism. It's the star in the tarot. So it's about, wishing upon a star. It's about, you know, um, it's like when you put your wishes out on your birthday candles, and then you blow them out, and 6 months later, boom, all of a sudden you see it coming to fruition. But I also feel like, for some of you, maybe there's something to do with image, because I see both of these cards, right? And, maybe there's something to do with your image. When I look at these two, it's like, we talk about not being skinny enough. We talk about not being, sorry guys, I don't know. not being sorry, not being skinny enough, not being pretty enough, not being, whatever. And spirit's like, yeah, no, to the right person, none of that's going to matter. Maybe, you'll lose weight after you meet this person, not that you're not on the journey of wanting to do more self-care, because Virgo is also about self-care and bringing more love, towards your body, towards, taking care of yourself, because Virgo is all about our health and self-care, and like rebalancing. I feel like for a lot of you, you've been on the, been on the fence about something too, because this is about getting in line, getting in, balancing out, like, maybe your mentality, how you're thinking about something, bringing more love towards your body, taking care of your body, because maybe this is about self-love, you know? It's like when you start loving yourself, that's when, other people are going to find you more attractive. Start talking kinder to yourself even. We have enough body shaming. We have enough body shaming. And I feel like, you're beautiful no matter how big you are or how small you are, or, how, wide your nose is, or, it's like, if we didn't have mirrors, we wouldn't know this. We wouldn't have, if we didn't have TV, we wouldn't have CoverGirl commercials and constant pharmaceuticals for dieting. If we didn't have all this processed foods, we wouldn't be overweight and have diabetes the way that we do, and all the sugars and the, the saccharin and the sodas and the, it's like, it's about adjusting the way that we're taking care of ourselves and the way that we're taking care of our body. Maybe you talk to yourself, oh, you're so fat, or oh, my fat ass. And I'll be honest with you, I do say that about myself. So this message definitely does apply to me as well. So, because again, we tend to be harder on ourselves than other people are. Other people, maybe they do notice, but they don't really say anything. If anything, instead of judging someone, maybe there's something wrong with their thyroid. Maybe that's what you need to tell them. Maybe, because I talked about information coming through, and maybe you need to tell somebody, hey, like, are you okay? This could also be about depression. This could also be about, hormonal issues. And maybe they don't have the right information, maybe they're just listening to a doctor. And, Virgo is also about homeopathy and naturopathy. And maybe there's other ways of being able to do it through, vitamins that we didn't think about. So, and because Aquarius is about science, and then we have Virgo, which is about, utilizing both of them in tandem, because Virgo is known as a beautiful woman on a boat carrying wheat and medicine. And then we have Aquarius over here, which is all about science. But with Pluto now in the scientific area, maybe we don't need to learn about science anymore. We need to, because we're going to have more independent scientists now, because again, people aren't going to trust, the scientific community, especially after the last few years and the new disease that they're coming up with now. And yes, that's a letter. Okay, so you're going to hear about more of that, okay, coming up in your news, obviously. So again, you need to listen, like, okay, what does this remind you of last time? What was the narrative that they were pushing? Maybe this time it might be with a little bit of a twist, but it's still the same thing because it's a mass cover up. So again, you need to detach, because that's what Aquarius is, detach, and just kind of like watch what happens, because you won't have all the information, but this is like, they can't even hide it anymore. They can't even hide it anymore. So, Virgo is about looking at the reality of the situation. And the reality is this kind of looks like a repeat. Does it not? Okay. So I don't know, I just feel like there's so many different things, but if we want to go back to love, I feel like this is about feeling like you are worthy, feeling like you are worthy, learning how to, you can bring love into a situation, and in just, maybe you need to end a situation. Maybe you need to end a situation and say, you know what, I'm better than this. This is beneath me. Being treated like this is beneath me. you know. And then when you do that and you like choose your self-worth with, you know, the you are good enough. After Virgo is Libra. After Virgo is Libra, right after Virgo is Libra. So, you know, after we have this new moon in Aquarius, we have, you know, so what is it? Then we have that full moon in Virgo. We'll have a new moon in Pisces, which we have the full moon in Virgo right here. So I almost feel like, you know, you're being kind of like, you're ending out cycles so that these new cycles can come in, and it's really telling you like keep the faith alive. Like maybe for some of you, you know, you've kind of lost faith in love. You know, maybe you're still idealizing, or you know, you have this ideology that you and someone from the past might be getting back together, or that they're coming back in. And because of like they're not back yet, you know, you're like taking this to heart, and you know, mm, adjust that, because you are lovable at the end of the day. They're telling me to pull these cards. These cards are called inner fucking peace. Spirit. It's like lighten up the situation a little bit, because that's what Aquarius is. It's like it's fun. It's fun energy. Chop wood, carry vodka. Cheers to enjoying life. You're welcome. So yeah, maybe it's like, you know what? Like, I mean, obviously be mindful of, you know, maybe that for some of you, you've been enjoying life way too much. When I look at it sitting underneath the adjustments are required, maybe you're drinking too much vodka or too much booze or whatever. And yeah, it's one thing to enjoy life, but be careful with Pisces energy. This is illusions, delusions, fantasies, mental institutions, sorrow, depression, sex, drugs, alcohol, codependent relationships. So maybe you need to adjust the situation and fall out of the pattern, because Pisces, like I said, it can be in love with the fact of being in love. So they keep going back to the past. So what else do we want to hear about this, Spirit? What do we, so we got visualize world peace. World peace, get it? Peace. It starts with releasing the bullshit. Okay. So maybe for some of you, if you need to, you know, schedule a reading with me, I don't know where the hell that card just went, but it just flew out. Maybe for some of you, it's time that you schedule a reading, because again, we talk about our spirituality. Maybe it's time. Thank you, Spirit. You know, and it's time to visualize world peace. It's time for you to visualize, you know, the way that you want the world to work, the way that, you know, you want to see things, and then be a little bit flexible, you know, because that's what, you know, this energy is all about. So what is this you are good enough, Spirit? Oh, we got a couple of them. We got bye bye dumbass bullshit. Yeah, exactly. You're better than that. Hello, sea of tranquility. And we have Pisces here, which is the sea, right? That's the two fish in the sea. There's more fish in the sea, is what it's telling you. So bye bye, dumbass bullshit. Hello, sea of tranquility. And you're blessed as fuck right now, man. And it says, what's one thing you're grateful for? So recognizing the blessings that you already have in your life, because again, you're good enough to have those things. And then it says, dance in the storm. Fuck yeah. Look, fuck yeah. And then what else? Namaste, bitches. The divine in me honors the divine in you. Dang. Dang. That's what it says right there. Dang. All right. So what does this say? Namaste, bitches. You know, so this is about inner peace. This is about, you know, really being, uh, you know, feeling like, yeah, you're maybe a little raw, a little vulnerable right now, but it's because, you know, maybe you're used to this pattern of, like in the past, every time things got too heavy for you, you always picked up a drink, or you always went back to your vices or whatever. And Spirit's like, no, 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 no. Just no. It's time for you to stop doing things that way. Stop going in circles, because you know you deserve peace. Okay. And then what do we have for this new romantic cycle begins? I feel like this is new friendship groups. This is new partnerships when it comes to business. This is like new everything. Inner peace is my bitch. Acceptance, better watch out. I'm coming for it next. So, you know what? Inner peace and acceptance that everything is as the way it is. And it's not until you realize your worth, when you realize that you are good enough to have amazing relationships in your life, that's when you find peace. That's when you find, that like balance. And that's when you end up with relationships that give you that reciprocity. And it says, chill the fuck out and breathe the fuck in. These relationships that you're coming into are going to be chill as fuck. So just chill out. Peace is my bitch. Take a hint from a sloth. It says slow the fuck down. Slow down. Slow down. Don't try to rush anything. Bottom of the deck, what do we got here? We got you be you. I love this. Practice radical acceptance. And didn't that card say that earlier that, they were saying like uh that they were coming for acceptance next? Didn't we have or a card that said I'm coming for acceptance, better watch out, I'm coming for it next. Yes. So you be you and practice radical acceptance. So here it is. I think keyword today is acceptance, accepting that everything is as it should be. Nothing is out of place. I feel like if you are, if you're wanting something different, you got to do something different, be something different, and start recognizing how, to truly love yourself more than all the bullshit that you've been experiencing. Yeah, zero fucks given, and you're cute as hell. I love you guys all so much. Chat with you again soon. Take care.